Hi, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out maybe a week ago, promised this free video, so just gonna show you a couple of tips you can do to increase customer flow and traffic to the website. The only thing I ask is at the end if you can give me some feedback, whether that be via email, text, phone call, anything would suffice. I just would love to get your thoughts. So with that, I'll get started. My first thought is and I went through uh, your website. Your website's done pretty well, and actually, you guys pretty much own Berkeley, California, in terms of the traffic and stuff. Looking at what you're ranking for. Um, Electrician Berkeley, Berkeley electrician, electricians Berkeley, electrician Berkeley, you're in the top 5 and almost all of the Berkeley stuff. You're on a couple page on a couple things, but you're really doing a good job of taking care of the traffic in Berkeley. Um, my first tip to you would be to kind of go outside Berkeley. So, especially in like Oakland. So, there's a lot of traffic here in Oakland, and what you're looking at is the volume of searches per month, and then this KD is keyword difficulty is how hard it is to rank in the top 10 for that specific keyword. So as you can see here, and that's on a 0 to 100 scale, 0 being the easiest to rank for. So there's a lot of volume, and there's really not that much in terms of competition to get to that first page and start getting some of that traffic. And then realistically, there's a lot of traffic in that area. You look at even San Francisco, and there's a couple with a KDs of 2, Roseville. Um, y- there's quite a bit of volume there with KD 0. So there's really a lot of volume in your area if you go, outside of Berkeley, because realistically, the volume in Berkeley, you see 90, 60, 30. I mean, it's just not a ton, but you guys are you're doing pretty well there. You're getting 1/9 the volume for electrician Berkeley in the third position. So, um, you're not doing too bad. And then looking at uh, looking at your competition, my second, well, we won't look at your competition yet. My second tip would be just to strengthen your site a bit. It looks like you guys have gotten SEO done in the past. The one thing I would say though, and let me explain this. So this is Ahrefs. This is a tool that SEO specialists use to kind of determine the strength of a site. And you could go out and get an account through Ahrefs. It costs you about $1,000 depending on the per month, depending on the account that you sign up for. But this is the strength of a site, and it's on a 0 to 100 scale. Okay. And realistically, what you want is you want as high a number as possible. So the higher the number, closer to 100, the better you are at. And really, you want a 1-to-1 scale if possible. So if your UR is a 10, you want your DR to be a 10. Okay. This 79 is how many websites are out there that are sending you links back to your site. So right now you have 79 websites sending you 590 links. You're ranking at 167 keywords, but you're only getting 35. Your traffic is at 35, which isn't very high. And then your traffic value is 342. So that's how much money I'd have to spend in Google Ads to get the same amount of traffic. So, not getting as much traffic as you should be getting probably, especially for this much keywords. So I would definitely strengthen that up. And there's ways to do it. Backlinking and putting your name out on websites called citations. There's a lot of different ways to get it done. Um, but I definitely would strengthen your site and build this up over time, especially with the volume up north in your particular area. There's no reason why, um, you know, you shouldn't really invest in your company and build up your website. It's like digital real estate. It just, it'll start making so much money for you. So, um, and then lastly, um, well, going along with that, this is your competitor. So Gills is in Oakland, and I wanted to kind of show you their traffic value compared to yours. And their website's not built up very much, but they're going after Oakland, and so they're getting a lot more traffic. So definitely, there's definitely value there, and there's definitely enough searches to make it worth your while. And then my third tip is that if you really are wanting, because this is a long term kind of investment thing, it takes a couple months usually to get going, and even though you're ranking on stuff, and your website's been going, it takes a little bit of time. If you want to, do stuff quicker, if you want a quicker return, there's always like Google Ads, which are pretty effective. If you look at here, you see there's a couple, Blue Apple Electric is running ads. Same with Penny Electric for Oakland. So there's ways to run ads and get your name and your company at the top of the list. And then these are pay per click. So depending on what Google is what Google is charging for this particular search would depend on the click, and it varies. And in terms of Facebook I like a lot because Facebook is, they target specific audiences. If you've ever done a search online and then all of a sudden in your Facebook there's an ad for whatever you searched for, Facebook does a good job of targeting specific individuals and companies and stuff like that. So there's definitely a lot of value in trying to run ads on Facebook as well. So if this is something that interests you, if you'd like to learn more and you know need somebody that knows what they're doing, we'd love to help. But with that, I'll let you go. Have a great day and God bless.